In the end, what we need to survive is maimed, burnt, broken, and refuses to be forgotten. Pour faire une tresse, assemblez 3 longues mèches de cheveux, une pour l'âme, une pour la raison et une pour l'action. She's sitting in her chair, the rocking chair in the kitchen. She slowly licks the palm of her left hand, then licks between the fingers, curving her tongue over the skin web, like Marc used to do when he loved her. She thinks of her brothers. She thinks of her son, Raoul, gone away and safe to grow up in Montana, safe from the vicious traps her neighbors are setting. The clock is ticking. It chimes 7:30. It's not her fault Zoe wasn't able to keep the baby. It's not her fault the baby died. It's not her fault that Zoe died. She had done what she could, warning Zoe against the drink, warning her that Telesphore bothering her all the time would hurt the baby, would weaken her. And working around those sick cows was asking for trouble, but Zoe wouldn't listen. And now she knew tonight they would come. Under the cover of the new moon, and led by the drunken courage and useless fury of Telesphore Trèfle, they would come, and they would kill her. She hears footsteps on the frozen ground. They take her through the yard and up the road, more roughly than is necessary. They need to hear her cry or plead, whimper or shout, anything to show that they have finally broken her. Ruby says nothing. She keeps her eyes on the ground, refusing to give them the satisfaction of knowing she's already broken. They drink heavily from the flasks they'd filled at Trèfle's earlier. They shout obscenities to egg each other on and pull her along, jerking on the rope to make her stumble. They gather stones along the way, large, blue field stones. They bring her to water. 6-year-old Baptiste Trèfle stays in the deepest shadows. A woman, slow eyes of the most kissing blue, long red hair flowing down the middle of her back, field stones in a bag around her waist. Heavy chafing rope binds her wrists. Thrown in from above, somehow, shoes and all. Lungs filling with water, fire in her veins, bubbles. Huge silver balloons filled with fire. Within 12 heartbeats, within 12 breaths, an open mouth, a circle, mute, and then her dress is up above her face. Her hands open in front of her, and then the woman folds over herself, and the power they cursed as evil blinks once, like a star, and is gone. J'entends le moulin, tic, tic, tac. J'entends le moulin, tac. Mon père a fait bâtir maison, l'a fait bâtir à 3 pignons. Tic, 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 tac. Tic, tic, tac. Rivière du Renard, Gaspé, December 1873. Pulchéry. I'll do it. I'll go where he wants to go. Do anything to keep this world from going black. This place is dangerous. The men don't even listen to us anymore. People want to know Where is Madame Ruby? Have you seen Ruby Morin? They ask me like I know something they don't. They look at us and they know about that. They know what happened that night. So we have to leave. Antoine. There are too many people here, watching me all the time. Place is too small now. Telesphore, he had it all. Biggest share of the land around here. Zoe's father gave him a whole section after they got married, and there's good land, there's good water on the land, and everything. Could have married another one. Her sister maybe even. Crazy bâtard. Why bother the healer? Why mess with that Morin woman? Swear to God, his craziness will infect us all. So, we go west. Me and la bonne femme and bébé Baptiste. Get away from this place. Forget all this craziness. Can't follow us. Un Canadien errant, banni de ses foyers. Un Canadien errant, banni de ses foyers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers. Un jour triste et pensif, assis au bord des flots, au courant fugitif, il adressa ces mots. Si tu vois mon pays malheureux, si tu vois mon pays malheureux, et va, dis à mes amis que je me souviens d'eux. Va, dis à mes amis, je me souviens d'eux. Alternative Folk Medicine, Part 1. Course, Physiology and Human Anatomy, Dr. Bussière. Interview with Philia Marie Morin Massy. Location, Talon, Alberta. Date, April 1961. Interviewer, Phyllis Treflé. Philia. This box, it records my voice. Is it on now? Now? Hello? Hello? Oh, what? Oh, yes, okay. Look at your mum over there. Leonie, my own daughter, clucking her tongue at me. She clucks her tongue at her own mother. She doesn't want me to talk to you, Phyllis, to tell you the stories. She thinks I'm too old now. I've forgotten them. Maybe you'd like to talk to someone else instead, eh? Eh, Leonie? Or did you forget too? Like you can make a thing disappear just because you don't talk about it anymore? Or maybe you should talk to Clémence sitting there, mute like a stone. You want to tell a story, Clémence? Tell your goddaughter a story about a monster? You two should have been less afraid and more smart when the monsters were alive. Pathetic to be afraid of a dead man. They do their best work when they're alive, I say. What? Oh, all right. Some are nasty in death too, but it's nothing we can't handle, eh? What? What was that? We, did you say? Did you say we? Speak up, girl. I can't hear you. That's what I thought you said. Oh, well, Baptiste was crazy anyways, that one. Said he heard voices of all things, like Joan of Bloody Ark. And Neureville, well, no one can explain everything anymore. I guess it's better that way. For some people, I guess, eh? Nice and clean and gone. Too much talking and people start thinking you're the devil. Or worse, prophet, eh? We all know what happens to them. We know, don't we, Leonie? You end up like that little one over there. She points to the cross over the kitchen door. Apparently he heard voices too. Oh, stop rolling your eyes at me, Leonie. If the wind changes, your face will stay that way. You're a mother. Still acting like a spoiled gamin. Pathetic. Go ahead, Phyllis. Ask me anything. Vas-y, fille. Phyllis. Let's start with some background. I'll ask you about some of the healing and the medicines that you used in a bit, but let's just get warmed up. How do you feel being a member of a minority, a French ship on an English ocean, so to speak? Philia. A what? Come again? Minorité? It's when there's not too many of you, right? Well, we weren't a minorité. That was just us. You must mean women, because we had lots of boys in those days. Only thing we had more of than boys was rocks. Some as big as men and as stubborn, eh? Ever tried changing the ideas of a man? It's like pulling rocks, let me tell you. You have to pull and you dig around them and you keep pulling. You mostly end up with a pain somewhere, you know? I remember this one time when, what? Stupid question, I don't remember. What? Ask me some other stuff. Ask me what we talked about before. Phyllis. Are you a healer? Philia. Well, Ramachar was like a fixer, mostly. Healer sounds like a whole other business. I did the bones and the fire, and there was other people around here did other things. You did fire? What do you mean by that? Fire, like a burn. I take the fire out of a burn so it doesn't blister or scar. How do you do that? I don't do it. God does. You know that. What I meant was, are there special things you do to help God? Special plants or prayers, perhaps? Prayers. Prayers like I was taught, of course. Could you recite those prayers for me now? Do you have a burn? No, but... Well, then I'm not going to say them. You think you can just write the prayers down and you can do it too, huh? I tell you, it's not like that. It's from your blood, Phyllis. Shame on you. You were raised better than that. Raise the sleeve on your shirt, ma fille, and tell me that you can see where the fire kissed you. Tell me you stopped that fire yourself. Tell me who did. You stopped the fire, Mimir. I know that. Mom knows that. Tante Clémence knows that too. I just want other people to know. That's all. I just want other people to know that too. The prayers, I could write them down so people would know. Don't be stupid. Who do you think wants to know this? Nobody asks for help anymore. They can all go to hell for all I care. Que le diable les prend. All run to doctors and they wait in a shitty hospital for someone to poke you with a dirty needle or pop a pill in your mouth to shut you up. Can't get better in a hospital, surrounded sick and germs. Your père Delphis, he died in a hospital. Please, Mimir, you agreed to do this interview? I need your prayers for my research, remember? The course with that nice Dr. Bussière? We can document the work that you did, and others too, before doctors came to Alberta. And you don't want the prayers to be lost, do you? I just want to write them down. You'd be helping me. Phyllis Treffley, you stop right now. Nothing is lost. Not now, not ever. Prayers go where they should go. Nothing is lost. It's you, stupid lost thing. You give me a headache with all these fancy questions and this tape recorder. You want prayers? I'll give you prayers. Prayers? Okay, pray you never on the wrong side of God. You want stories? I'll give you stories. Tell you about things that went on in this place. Tell you about the will of God and the people he chose to do his will. Leonie, go get my book. Yes, you know damn well where it is, Mrs. Snoopy Pants. You were looking at it just the other day. It's under the Vierge in my room. Go. And Clémence, call over to Leo's. I think Marie's over there helping with the cleaning today, so she can drive him over. No excuses this time. And call Patrick. And let's get this done right. Phyllis, I'm making some tea now, and when the others get here, we're gonna talk. You can hear all about it from those who were there, those who were chosen by God to do God's work. Listen and learn, little one. Listen and learn. This is your inheritance.